They're always running in random directions, these. Oh, this is classic to a T. I'm very confused. There's a Defias thug just running in one direction, and there's a naked man trying to work its way through the field. Why not? Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another stream. I hope you are doing well. I am here with a plan. In the previous stream, I put some feelers out regarding TBC Classic because I've barely touched it. I have one character. She's level 12. She's a Draenei Priest who I played in, I want to say, like the first week that the anniversary servers came out for TBC Classic. And you guys seemed up for the idea and were up for it if I was up for it. So I thought rather than doing retail today, in anticipation for midnight, we would just distract ourselves completely with a different version of World of Warcraft. So today, we are playing TBC Classic on the anniversary servers. And I thought what might be really nice to do is actually have in-game sound playing for us today. So I'm going to pause my lo-fi because the old WoW music in the low-level zones and everything is very nostalgic. Let me know if the volume levels are okay. It's actually fractionally loud for me. And I thought rather than starting out on a character that's already made and is already questing, I thought it felt kind of more natural to start completely from scratch. So we're going to make a new character. I'm on the Thunderstrike server, or realm, which is EU normal realm. It's not like PvP or anything, because that doesn't sound like fun to me right now. And I also don't think I want to be ranged, because I've got a priest already, and I have played a mage in hardcore. I think I'm going to be a human, because I can't turn down Elwyn Forest as a leveling zone, because I love it so much. So that leaves me with warrior, paladin, or rogue, and I think we're going to be a paladin. I can't really justify why. In a way, I see this character being a tank, but at least being a paladin means we can be whatever we want. We change our minds and want to be a healer at some point. It will take some work to get the gear, but we can be very versatile in that way. So I think we're going to make a human paladin, and I'm going to try and customize using options I don't typically use, because especially in Classic, I can very easily go down the predictable route and use the same old options I use for all of my characters, but let's try something new. I have a hairstyle in mind. It's this one. I don't use it because I don't care too much for the shorter hairstyles, but for some reason, for this character, this hair does work for me. Maybe I should be blonde. I never make blonde characters. I was thinking either one of the really light blonde colors or even this like washed blonde color. One of those two, or maybe one of the gingery or red hair colors could also be nice. Maybe not the really brassy one, but maybe the more red one. Do you know what? Let's go blonde. I never do blonde. Is that the face that we want? I can go quite predictable on face options too, especially for humans. Don't think I've used this one before. It's got the stark blue eyes. But then so does this one. This one seems like a kinder face that suits a paladin. And then piercings. I quite like quite a few piercings. Maybe she can just have double helixes. Maybe we'll do singles on both sides. I didn't think about a name. Should I just be boring? Is this available? Oh, it is. Fabulous. Okay. In terms of add-ons, I'm rocking the basics. I've got Auctionator, which, if we continue to play this to the point where we're like posting stuff to the auction house and looking at professions and making gold, then I'll make a bank alt, but for now, Auctionator is just quite a nice quality of life thing to have. Bagnon, I could give or take that one. Like, I don't need it, but Questy is a nice thing to have. And then I do have like a free version of Rested XP, so we'll make some use out of that until such a point as it runs out, and then we're on our own. Because I don't think I'm investing in actually buying a package from them. I'll just have to figure it out on my own. Oh my goodness. Welcome, select a guide. We probably don't need survival, we can just do speed. Configure your guide. Select your preferred features to customize the guide. Skip over leveled steps, show group quests, enable dungeons, solo self-found. I guess I don't know if I want to skip over leveled stuff, because I quite like in classic fighting things that are green when the levels are green, if you know what I mean. I might untick that. Add dungeon quests to your route. This is helpful to avoid longer grinding sessions. I can try. Loft plays classic and he's in a guild, so maybe along the way we could try and do some dungeons potentially with him and some people. We're not going to do self-found. We're not going to do group quests. That's probably fine. Add dungeons to your journey. The guide will adjust to your selection accordingly and include dungeon quests in your route. Ooh, I didn't think about this. I guess I'll just do that. And then we have a guide. Try not to overlap it too much with my camera. It's honestly a little big for me, but okay. And then I've got auto attack, seal of righteousness, and my heal. Can I make this slightly smaller? Options. Guide routing, look and feel, window scale. There we go. The font can be bigger. Guide font size. Try 12. It's probably okay. Destroy your Hearthstone from your bags as you don't need it yet. See, I ask for a guide and then I immediately get upset with it because I'm like, I don't want to delete my Hearthstone. Just gonna skip it. I'm just gonna tick it and move on. Well, off we go. I'm a paladin. I'm level 1.
Hey there.
Let's see how we go. Destroy a Hearthstone. Yeah, yeah. Nice try.
Well met for the Alliance.
Also, I might quickly... Oh my goodness. You can't even move your unit frame yet. Hi Lee. I didn't and don't play Classic, so this will be kind of fun to see what the experience is like. Yeah, significantly slower, that's for sure. Although this guide on the side was not something that we had back in the day, from my understanding. So we've kind of got a little bit of a helping hand, but it's definitely a process. Just thinking, my UI feels so scaled up. UI scale. I mean, it is correct. I think this is just how it looks.
Good day to you.
Good morning. How are you today? I'm doing well, thank you, Lee. I've done a yoga session today. I've drunk so much water. It's outrageous. Oh, I did. Oh, wait. This quest. Sorry, I need to follow the guide. And despite all of that, I am on the verge of a headache, so I've put my glasses on in anticipation. And I've got even more water. And I thought that just honestly makes it even more worthwhile to play Classic because maybe the speed of retail isn't for me today. How are you doing? Okay, we're just killing wolves and killing kobolds. It also means I can like hand off gameplay for quite a lot of it because at least early on I'm just auto-attacking with Seal of Righteousness. Already got an upgrade, Slay. I'm good, I'm off work today to let some maintenance people in my apartment. Nice. And how is your lovely cat doing? Hope she doesn't mind the maintenance people coming by. I know cats can get a little bit nervous around new people in their space. You get auto loot. Another reason why I wanted to be here. She's pretty anxious with the noises from neighbors. That's nice of you to be there for her, for sure. Oh, I didn't think about this. We've got edit mode. Maybe I should do this quickly. Oh gosh. Hide bar art, hide bar scrolling. Let's make the menu tiny. Let's make the bags tiny. Bags can go up here. Menu can come down here. I guess let's try and make them the same size-ish. Sure. My experience bar could probably go at the top. If I can move that waypoint. There we go. Move the experience bar to the top. This also was not in Classic at the time, so don't be misguided. 80%. We can just do like this for now, probably. And then maybe number of rows, we make like a little square action bar with some stuff on it. This looks more or less like my retail action bar at least. Always show buttons, no. There we go, then you guys can actually see my bars better. Can hide my chat in case anyone's flaming and getting me in trouble on the internet. Oh, and now I can move my player frame. See? Although, is it only going to let me move my frame? Target and focus. Also, I'd love a grid. One square out. Square out. And then focus, sure, why not? I don't really use focus frames. Anything else? Potentially make the map slightly larger. And then we just move Questy down. Fact. There's so much going on my screen right now. Evela. Evela new. Evela TBC. And then hold shift up. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, I got the first hit. We don't need the workers right now. Interface. We don't need to always show nameplates. Started playing during Kata, so I remember from there onwards, things have certainly changed a lot. Yes, they have. I started playing in Wrath, so only a little bit before you. So this is, I can't really say this is accurate nostalgia, because this is TBC, so an expansion earlier. But this at least is pretty much identical to how it was in Wrath, which is nice. Elwyn Forest was always my favourite starter zone. Do you have a favourite expansion, Lee? I really struggle to answer that question most of the time, but I usually end up saying Mr. Pandaria. Can I move my buff? That would be nice. Just move them. This is so irritating sometimes. Okay. Ooh. Flimsy chain vest. That'll be good. It's hard to say because I wasn't too involved in the endgame content for most of them, but for individual fun, I loved MOP and maybe Legion 2. Yeah, I think I would agree. I wouldn't say that, you know, you have to play endgame to have an opinion. Everyone plays the game in different ways. I'm a bit like you, actually. Like, I didn't play much of endgame stuff until I didn't really feel like I knew what I was doing until BFA, which is quite a long way down the line. And then I didn't have a group of friends or a guild to raid with frequently until Shadowlands. So for the most part, I was just kind of using the dungeon finder and just pugging into dungeons when I felt like it, and playing LFR when that was available. Which wasn't massive amounts of fun, but it at least gave me the opportunity to play different types of content. Otherwise, I was just like collecting, rep farming, alt leveling. So I liked expansions for those reasons too. Yeah, exactly. Treat WoW similarly to a cozy game with the collections. Absolutely. As you should. That's, you know, they're there for a reason. Turn in walls across the border. I think as I've grown with the game and learned more and more about it, I've come to enjoy different types of content, if you know what I mean. So,
Safe travel.
you know, twice a week during peak season, my guild will raid up to the end of heroic, and then I will typically try and tick off some mythic plus achievements that I like to do, which usually just involves Keystone Master and maybe Keystone Hero.
Hello.
And then once the season is kind of wrapping up,
Have a good one.
I just fall back into my own rhythm. I kind of become a bit of a solo player in World of Warcraft at that point, which I enjoy. No right or wrong way to play the game that you pay the subscription for. Don't let other people tell you anything different. Okay, so the guide is actually telling us to go and do some more kill quests before we train any skills or anything. Might be because we're a little bit too poor right now. Oh, someone buffed me, how kind. There's a lot of value in playing solo despite it being an MMO. I agree. And I think Blizzard have only made that more and more possible in recent years by adding things like follower dungeons. Don't get me wrong, I don't love them as someone that plays dungeons the, you know, old-fashioned way of just playing with some friends or pugging. But it is an option and gives solo players the opportunity to do dungeons when they might not want to even queue to join up with random people. And then delves as well. Probably the best piece of content that's come out recently for solo players. I enjoy delves quite a lot. And at the end of the day, there'll always be story campaign quests, there'll always be side quests, there'll be collecting and achievement hunting and alt leveling, all kinds of things. Yeah, I love a good delve. Sometimes they feel a bit grindy at like the top of a season when it's a good way to get really nice gear in your vault, for example. Lots of guilds will try to, you know, rush the highest level of delve they can do in the first few weeks because it gives you one of the highest reward tracks that you can get early on before they release Mythic Plus and stuff. But when that dies down and it's not something that feels like a grind, it's more enjoyable. This experience bar is enormous. You can't even make it smaller. Grind until you have 1,110. Okay. If you say so. Also, I considered not looping the music, but we've not had music for ages, so I'm going to loop it. If it gets annoying, let me know. Gosh, we got 2 crits just then. Our attack power is increased by 20. Sounds like a lot. Almost there. We're aiming for 1,110. Oh my god, Jojo. Hi, loves. How are we today? Hey, mother, the house down boots, Gagatron. Oh my goodness. You two are too much. I'm doing well, thank you. That's just made my day. Oh, we got there super fast. We're at 1,157. Charlie XCX, snatch my wig.
What can I do for you?
I think I can vendor all of this. I'm going to be cocky and sell some of my food because we have
Light bless you.
cheese and I also have a heal, so. Turn in Investigate Echo Ridge, which is this one.
What can I do for you?
Turn in the Consecrated Letter and train class skills. Outfit per. Oh, thank you. This is one of my most recent purchases, actually. She's from New Look.
Need help?
Train any skills? Oh, okay, bye. Train your class spells. So I guess I just take everything and be poor. Doing admin stuff. I think the coffee anima has kicked in though. Nice. Learned that from Mother RuPaul, have we?
What can I do for you?
Oh, we have to actually add things to our action bar now. We've got Judgment, which is nice. That's nice and early. And we also got a buff. I'm going to throw it over here, I guess. How was your Overwatch gaming last night? I didn't stay very long, sadly. I was wiped. But hope you're enjoying the new season. Okay, we're going to go and deal with some Defias. Can I size these down at all? They're already as small as they go. They're so big. Use UI scale. Check to use the UI scale slider. What if I make it smaller? What does this do? Oh my god, that's so much better. Can I shrink it all the way down? Okay, maybe that's a little bit much. UI scale 75? Oh, I can actually breathe. I felt like she was in my face. Like, that was so much. It does mean that I have to move everything again now. Put these over here. Probably make action bars bigger. There we go. Should have done this to start with. That would make my life easier. Oh. Where did my buttons go? Have I scrolled? Yeah, I did. I need to fix that keybind. Sorry, we'll play the game in a minute. It's because I zoom my camera in with shift mouse wheel. Call me crazy. I got a sword. I don't even have the ability to equip a one-handed sword. We have to train it. But I'm going to keep hold of that because I don't want to sell it. It would be nice to have a shield. How's Classic? I haven't touched Classic at all, but I'm curious. I always find something good in Classic. I played Wrath as my first expansion, so it's got the nostalgia kick for me. I haven't played a huge amount of TBC Classic, but I always enjoy it for when I want to play WoW, but I want it slower and honestly more grindy. Sometimes I just want to be horrible to myself, I guess. You should check it out. Oh. Thanks, mate. Sorry. Overwatch was a lot of fun, different from WoW, but it was our vibe. Our concentration faces turns out are not cute. I beg to differ. I'm gonna leave this chest. I'm gonna just hang here and see if the gnome noticed. Well, guess I'll take it then. Did you find you were doing the thing where you're like so locked in that you're like moving your head around in real life to dodge abilities in the game? I think the time that I seem to do that is in those niche situations where I'm like chasing someone down. I'm like so eager to get the kill and they've gone around a corner and I'm like hunting them down in real life. You just gotta lock in sometimes. Oh. My boyfriend's hunting me down.
try fighting me? We're not on the same layer. I died on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a bomb, I'm not out of it.
Oh, I just shifted.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where did you die? I can't see it. I'm making a friend. I was scrolling and saw this galley in knee-high socks, face beat, hair laid, and looking cute while doing a mythic key. She saw I aspired to be. Laugh, thank you. Everyone say thank you, Laugh. He's supplying our inventory for TBC Classic. Oh, hey girl. Thank you, sweetie. Lifesaver. Yeah, some people can, you know, aura farm while really locking in. I don't think I'm one of them. I really don't think I'm one of them. If you catch me really focused in a key that's high for me, I usually just have resting bitch face. My resting bitch face is lethal. And I don't even mean that in a good way. Like, when I focus, my face just drops. So, that's tough, but hey-ho. Fuck you, love. He's just salty because I was probably doing more damage than him. Okay. Turn in Brotherhood of Thieves. Accept Millie Osworth. Gag, yeah. Were you guys playing ranked in Overwatch yesterday, or has that not started yet? I don't know in Overwatch when like a new season starts if the rank is available straight away. Imagine it is.
How are you?
Oh, okay. Now we have another opportunity for a weapon. I wish there was a sword, a shield, but I guess I'll get a two-hander.
See you later.
Then Bender Trash.
King's honor, friend.
I know I'm having like my hand held through this whole process by this add-on, but
Bless you.
it's not going to be with us forever, so I'm just going to enjoy it while we've got it. And to Echo Ridge Mine. We were doing quick plays to test the new heroes. I think the lock-in faces would be too much in ranked. I get that. Did you come to a conclusion who your new favorites are out of the new characters? They released 5 together, didn't they? And then throughout the rest of the year, there's going to be 5 more? I think that's what they said. Okay, this time we want laborers, although I've just attacked the worker by mistake. Yeah, I reinstalled Overwatch literally like the other day because there's a couple Overwatch creators that I follow quite closely on YouTube. One of them's a Mercy main and one of them's a Symmetra main, and they're just the 2 heroes that I like a lot. And I was like, oh, maybe I can get back into it briefly. I don't know. I have flirtations with games like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals like throughout the year. It's just literally a phase, mum. Like I'll go off it in like a month. I think we just got a belt. We did. I think we both agreed that Domina is mother. Yeah, she does seem that way, doesn't she? And finally, they gave us another Vishkart character, other than Symmetra. I think she was the only one. Did you manage to play Overwatch? I haven't played it yet, but it is downloaded and ready whenever time calls for it. I've done an Overwatch stream or two on, like, in the past. I've done Rivals as well. And I've watched clips of that back and gone, oh girl. Yeah, the lock-in is crazy. Because I think I was playing ranked. Taking it a little bit too seriously, apparently. Honestly, another brown diva. I feel seen. Period. That's something that Overwatch have done very well from the get-go, I would say, is representation. There's lots of like different nationalities in the game. Symmetra, according to her voice actor, is meant to also represent people who are on the spectrum, which is an amazing thing to represent. You don't really see that in gaming, I would say, typically. Talon Millie elsewhere. You think my lock-in face would slay? I fear I probably look like, I don't know, my features just start to sink towards my collarbones. It's a very foreboding image of what's to come in the future.
You need something? Good day to you.
Good morning, Jacob. Wakey, wakey. Where are we going? Killing Garrick Padfoot. Should be able to do this solo. Let's see. This is not optimized. How do I usually have this? Enemy unit stacking nameplates for a start. Is that better? I think that is better, isn't it? Rather than just the name. They're always running in random directions, these. Oh. This is classic to a T. I'm very confused. There's a Defias thug just running in one direction, and there's a naked man trying to work its way through the field. Why not? Like, where is she going? And I didn't even aggro her. Just kidding. Yes, I did. We're doing a lot of damage, which is nice. Slowly make our way towards Garrick. Our nap, Jacob. Very nice. How long was your nap? It's been a topic of conversation in recent streams. Curious how long everyone else takes naps for. My goal is 20 to 40 minutes. Not too long. I'm buffed. I have Devotion Aura. I'm just going to give it a shot. There is another chest. I wonder if I can loot it before they respawn. Yoink. We got a cloak, which sadly is not an upgrade. Abandon Millie's harvest. Fine. To be fair, I don't love that quest. Grind to 1735. Oof! That's quite a lot. Hi, Belbarash. How are you doing today? Let's just grind out some Defias for a little while. My hands are cold. I'm gonna have to go and make a cup of tea soon. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm just getting a phone call. It was spam. Nothing exciting. Oh, we got a shield, but still. I have to train one-handed swords first. I can probably do maces, can I? Okay. Sword specialization. She can use a one-handed mace. I'm doing well, thank you, Balbarash. Sorry, I didn't mean to not answer your message. Other than on the verge of a headache and a tiny bit cold, which I'm currently working on remedying with my blanket, I'm doing well, thank you. How's your day going so far? I honestly could have done Millie's Harvest in the time that I was grinding out this experience, in my opinion, but I have a guide. I'm going to follow the guide. Done with work and now waiting in the queue for the event boss. Are you talking about the Valentine's? Love is in the Air dungeon? I did my one attempt for the day. If you guys are in my Discord, you will have seen. I feel a little bit silly admitting this, but I've learned my lesson. Yesterday's stream with Love is in the Air, we did like 12 or 13 runs of the dungeon that you get the mounts from. I didn't realize that both of the new mounts only drop from your first attempt of the day. So I ran at least 12 other characters through there almost for no reason. But hey ho. So all of those, this is attempt number whatever for the mount. was incorrect because I've actually only done 2 attempts now, counting today. How silly. Good luck with the mount. Well, there's 2, in fact. There's the Love Witch's Sweeper, which is like the Silver Moon Sweeper mount from the trading post. And there's the Spring Butterfly. Those are the 2 new ones from this year. And then obviously you've still got the Heartbreaker if you don't have that one. But I believe that drop rate is the lowest. Yeah, Belbresh, according to the guide on Wowhead, the 2 new mounts are once per day per account. So your first attempt of the day is the only time you could see one of the 2 new mounts. Let's take both of these. There we go. We've made it to 1735 on the dot.
You need something?
Ooh, what do we get? The only upgrade is a pair of cloth pants, funnily
See you
enough, so I
around.
guess we'll do that. It's okay, Balbaresh, I wasted my time too.
Nope.
It's not a complete waste because you do still get love tokens, which is going to let you buy more things on the vendor. I'd rather get male boots as opposed to not having gloves.
Go with honor, friend.
Accept rest and relaxation. Okay, so we're done with Northshire Abbey already. Let's head to Goldshire. I did learn, although you only get 1 chance per day for the new mounts, each day that you don't loot it, the drop rate goes up.
How are you?
So hopefully, if you're consistent, you should see at least one of the 2 mounts, if not both, by the end of the event, because we've got it until, I think, the 23rd of February, something like that. Still triggers me, that's fair. That's fair. I felt very stupid when I realized that, but we move. We live and we learn. It must be, it's going to be Lunar New Year soon as well. How do you see the calendar in this game? I forget. Or do we not have one? Maybe there's no calendar. Haven't seen the rocket since first event back in Wrath. Oh. Oh. Thanks. I don't know who this person is.
Thank you.
I mean, he's a warrior, so I'll buff him. That was kind. He gave me rough sharpening stones. Don't think I can use this on a mace, can I? No. It's okay.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
Talk to Smith Argus. This will let you make rough weight stones. I mean, I guess we can do the professions that it's asking us to do. Apprentice blacksmith.
For the Alliance.
Buy a wooden mallet.
Open for business.
I can't afford it, darling. Oh, actually, maybe I could. Not quite.
Safe travels.
It's okay. I feel like the weapon we have is okay.
Greetings. But with honor, friend.
Except cobalt candles.
Good day to you.
I think they buffed the heart. Is it Heartbreaker mount?
Hello.
The same way that they buff the other ones.
Hey there.
Where each time you don't get it, I believe. Actually, maybe that's wrong. I think it's a significantly increased chance to get it from your first attempt of the day. I can't quite remember. Don't quote me on that.
Have a good one.
But I managed to get it over some weird period, if I recall, where they had buffed it to some capacity. So I never have to worry about that grind ever again, which is sensational. Right, while we are in an inn, nice and safe, makes for a natural pause point. I'm going to take a very quick break, and I'll be back very soon. Alrighty. I have returned with a fresh cup of tea, which I'm very excited about, because I'm sitting here rather cold today. How are we doing? We are training class spells. I believe my trainer is outside the forge.
King's honor, friend.
What do we have? Holy Light rank 2, Divine Protection is nice. I can afford all of these. Seal of the Crusader. Fills the Paladin with the Spirit of the Crusader, granting 36 melee attack power. The Paladin also attacks 40% faster, but deals less damage with each attack. Interesting. I don't remember that.
For the Alliance.
Holy Light rank 2. Divine Protection. And Seal of the Crusader. I'm gonna have to put my seals on something because I don't want them to be on like my regular buttons, like 1 through 5. Where would I put them? Maybe like ZXC. What if we do this? Let's grab action bar 5. Let's give it extra columns. Maybe put it like... Should this go? I was thinking maybe they could sit up here instead. And then our actual abilities, active abilities, can sit on the regular bar. This is English breakfast tea, Belberesh. Very standard, what you would get if you were in the UK and asked for a cup of tea. With milk and 1 sugar. Is my preference. It's not pretty, but it kind of does the job for now.
Hello.
I am actually going to divert from this guide ever so slightly and run to Stormwind. Because if I've got blacksmithing, I may as well pick up mining. There just isn't a trainer for it in Goldshire in this version. Have to Google that. I believe it's categorized as black tea. Don't really know how else to describe it. Just tea to me. I don't really drink many other types of tea. I do enjoy matcha every now and then. You can get a matcha latte, which is green tea powder, Japanese green tea powder. Very different from this though. And every now and then, if I were to drink a green tea, which had less caffeine, and is particularly good if you have, I don't know, like an upset stomach or cramps, or you get kind of anxiety-related stomach pain. Green teas like peppermint or chamomile are very good for that. Not for me, I like fruit tea more. Yeah, Loft prefers fruit tea as well. I don't mind them. I don't think I can afford to train weapons right now. That sounds like something I won't be able to afford, but I think maybe we should just stay two-handed for now and go more down the rep path than the prop path. We shall see. Mining is in Old Town. I actually tried something new this morning. I talked about it in a stream not too long ago. Where there's a trend going around on TikTok about becoming a Chinese baddie, which is just a funny way of saying picking up on some traditional Chinese medicine methods to live a healthier, better life, I guess. And one of them is to substitute a morning coffee for morning hot water. Because caffeine is too much of a shock to your system when you first get up. Like the first thing to introduce to your body for the day being caffeine is apparently not the best thing, and I can understand why. And actually I feel it in my body personally, that much as I like drinking coffee first thing in the morning, my body actually doesn't love it that much. So this morning I made I boiled some water. I chopped a slice of lemon and had that with a small amount of like a teaspoon of honey. And it was delicious. And my body was more grateful. I didn't start my day with like bloating and discomfort. It was a vibe. I really enjoyed it. And then I thought, Well, it probably defeats the object a little bit to drink the hot water with lemon and honey and then immediately drink a coffee. So I had the water, nothing for, I don't know, half an hour, and then had breakfast so that I was introducing food instead of like caffeine again. So honestly, I think it worked. I'll try again tomorrow and I'll feedback, but I, for years now, have enjoyed a morning coffee and I still will. But maybe I just need to transition into something, a precursor to the coffee. First thing I drink is warm water, but after that, black coffee is a must. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Is that something you've done for years, or has it been a recent development? A lot of the tea I drink is non-caffeine. Yeah, you can get a good amount of decaffeinated. You can get decaf coffee and tea. I don't know that this is true. I haven't like tested for it. I think there is a part of my body that is I don't want to say addicted, but the other word I was going to say is dependent, which is arguably worse. They're the same thing, but my body's so used to caffeine in the morning that by the time I was making my coffee today, it was so much later in the day than normal that I was starting to get a bit of a headache. And, you know, I'd been wearing my glasses, I had been drinking plenty of water. All signs point to you shouldn't have a headache, but I did. And then I had a coffee and I didn't notice it anymore. So I was like, oh, maybe after all these years, my body does in fact expect to see coffee at some point, and I can't really blame her for that. Warm water for about 3 years now, a big glass. Fair enough. Today I boiled water and I had it in this mug. So not a huge amount, but it was enough for me. And somehow I just guessed the measurements of the lemon to the honey, and it wasn't too bitter or too sweet. It was kind of just right. So I'll try and replicate that going forward. I would be interested to see after, I don't know, a couple weeks or a month of that new routine, if I were to then wake up a month later and immediately slam a coffee, how my body would react. Maybe I'll have to do a little experiment. We can vendor this battered buckler now that we're back in town, because we got the pikeman shield from the quest.
What are you looking for?
Let's do that.
Be careful.
Free up another inventory space, which we now have plenty of, thanks to my sweet boy. And we are killing stone tusk boars and looting them for their chunks of boar meat, which isn't even a quest that we are on yet, but they'll come in useful later. Oh my god. I trained mining and didn't pick up a mining pick. I think I can get it from this person. Fuck's sake. I think this is a trade supplies vendor.
What can I help you with?
Thank goodness. Thank you. I'm so used to retail where you can fish without a pole and you can mine without a mining pick. Oopsies. Let's try, what's this one? Seal of the Crusader. Dealing less damage, but dealing damage faster. There's one chunk of boar meat. I'm addicted to sleep. It's very good for you. And when we say addicted, what do we mean? Are you sleeping too much? I actually had another pretty bad night last night, which is quite unheard of for me. I got into bed, I was exhausted because I didn't sleep well the night before. And it can get pretty chilly in the flat towards bedtime because our heating goes off. So I sometimes take a hot water bottle to bed with me. Or if I'm really conscientious, I put the hot water bottle in the bed while I'm getting ready for bed so that the bed is like preheated. And I did that yesterday and it was so lovely and it made me so relaxed and it made me fall asleep very quickly. But I fell asleep so fast that I didn't take the hot water bottle out of the bed. So I was sleeping with it with me. But I was also sleeping under a duvet and 2 blankets. So I woke up at about 2 a.m. like almost in a panic because I was so warm. And I had to throw the hot water bottle out of the bed, chuck all of my layers off. I threw the top blanket on the floor because I thought, I don't think I'm going to need this for the rest of the night. And managed to cool myself down. And then I slept again until 5 a.m. And then for some reason I was just tossing and turning constantly until my alarm went off. And then I thought, oh, so get up. You're sleeping more than you should, Jacob. Maybe there's a lifestyle change that needs to happen. Also, some people just need more sleep than others.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Okay, we're doing kobold stuff, so the Fargo Deep Mine. Let me rebuff. This is only 10-minute. Someone's cooked here. I haven't napped today though, which was the mistake I made the day before yesterday. Yesterday? Day before? Day before yesterday. Yeah, I took a nap the other day, which I lived to regret. Also, I'm probably gonna die. Oh wait, I'm invulnerable. I thought it was a different ability. I couldn't attack. Oh my goodness, they respawn so fast. And we do it. I think we'll be okay. Let's gather our quest items at the bottom. Honestly, it's worth keeping the linen cloth as well. Maybe I'll try going in the mine from the other entrance. I always seem to find that the spawn points are pretty dense and frequent in this area, although I should probably loot this one. I bet there's one around the corner. Yoink. I'm not sure right now if Seal of the Crusader or Seal of Righteousness is better. It's probably Seal of the Crusader. So you kill one and another one, it basically instantly spawns. It's kind of crazy. Ooh, 2 linen cloth. Yeah, mining node too. I'm going to quickly run for that. It's kind of worth it in Classic to beeline for a node when you find one. Oh! Did someone take it? I think they did, didn't they? I think it was this person. See, that's why you beeline. No shared nodes in Classic. Swept out from under my feet. Yeah, to be fair, I think Crusader Strike is better, or Crusader Heal. We'll see if we should invite this person or if they might invite us. Or maybe we're just gonna seesaw. Let's find out. So when we judge them with Seal of the Crusader, they take increased holy damage. So maybe we Seal of the Crusader, Judgment, and then Seal of Righteousness, because then our melee attacks deal holy damage. Maybe that's what we should do. There's a node. We're gonna get some respawns while we do this. Failed attempt. We go again. We got one. Let's try again. We got a second one. She ate. It would be nice if you got mining skill from every time you hit the same node. That would just be too easy, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think this is the move. Judge them with Seal of Crusader, and then just hit them with Seal of Righteousness. Seems good. Goldtooth is here, but we don't need him, so I'm gonna just avoid him for now. Probably get the rest of the quest items we need outside. Divine Protection works differently from how I remember. You're protected from all physical attacks, but during that time you cannot attack or use physical abilities yourself. I think they changed that in Wrath. It kind of just turned into a reduced damage taken, but you could still do things. No, low key. Might open this. Ooh, light leather. Right, lever, mate.
Roy.
Did you get me? We've got Tiger's Eye. Oh my goodness. Gonna have to try and organize our bags soon. A one-handed axe. I guess was vendor that. Okay, so we still need 3 more gold dust. It looks so slow when you're used to retail. It really is. Trust me, it doesn't just look slow, it is slow. But that's why I like it. Because it is so different from retail. Also, I'm not going to be annoying and not get my one last gold dust. I'll try and find it before we move on. Yeah, it's a much slower paced game. And it reminds me of when I first started playing, so I like it for that, but it's not for everyone, that's for sure. There we go. Let's move on to... we can go and talk to Billy McClure. Yeah, you do have to get used to it. I'm actually going to toggle off auto quest turn in and pick up. That's like a step too far in my opinion for me. Sometimes I just like to see what quests a thingy has.
See you later.
Vendor trash. Oh, with Joshua.
What can I do for you?
Hello. You can have the bow, the axe, the belt, the gloves. I've got an apple, some trash. All of this stuff can go on the auction house. I mean, I guess the mining stuff we can keep. Let's put you down here. Something like that.
See you around.
Turn in young lovers. At least while the leveling is happening in Classic, I find it a lot more relaxing than leveling in retail, because you're kind of forced to just go slowly. It's not really possible to go super fast. And it actually makes me like enjoy running through a zone, and makes me enjoy the, you know, oh, I have to go there on foot. I can't just get a flying mount at level 10 and sky ride to my next location. It feels like a journey, and I think the drawn out process makes it feel more relaxing, but I have to be in the right mood for it. So on a day like today where I was like a little bit tired, it's been quite a busy day up until stream with like content and stuff.
What can I do for you?
Just being a little bit headachy, I thought, oh, let's just slow it down today. Makes for nice VOD content too, because people like long play content to like have on the side while they're playing or working or doing whatever. So Classic lends itself to a very relaxing time. 35 is halfway indeed. Yeah, Loft's been doing well.
How are you? See you
Oh, we have
around.
a pie for Billy. That's why we got the chunks
Have
of
a
boar
good
meat.
one. See you later.
Then we
Good day to you.
pick up back to Billy.
No.
Then we speak to Grandma
Safe travel.
and pick up the note to William. Actually, I'm retracting what I said. Maybe rested picking up the quests for me is easier, because sometimes if you speak to a quest giver, it doesn't want you to pick up every single quest that it's got. So I believe rested will just pick up the ones that it wants you to pick up. Also, this node that we couldn't get earlier has respawned. It is nice to slow down sometimes. You're right, Belbaresh. Especially in a world where retail itself is very fast, and then now we also have little seasonal events like Remix, which are even faster. I think there was a WoW headline during Legion Remix where someone had leveled from 1 to max in like, wasn't it like 3 minutes? Stupid. Now, hardcore is very different, and we did stream hardcore back in the day. It's still slow and has to be even more slow than this, at least on my channel, because I took it quite seriously and really tried my best not to die. Managed to get to level 33 without dying, and I didn't die at that point, I just stopped playing. Not without some near misses, that's for sure. But I guess if you were to look to play something like Classic, but you wanted something more than just a relaxing time, maybe hardcore is for you. Oh, I need to kill Goldtooth. Another node. I wonder if I could get there in time. And another chest. We found so many chests today. Failed attempt. Let's go. I actually got an upgrade. I didn't notice. We got the Cobalt Mining Shovel, which has an extra 0.4 DPS on it. So we should probably use that. We just get to hit people with a shovel, which is kind of funny. Oh, health potion. That's nice. There is a level 12 Dwarf Hunter running in here and ahead of us, so maybe they'll clear a path, or they'll just steal Goldtooth, but currently we're able to just run straight through. Someone's cleared this whole place out. And I think Goldtooth is dead as well. I'm not sure what that dwarf is doing. Oh yeah, there's a group of people up there. Hi, Goldtooth. Perfect. Got the necklace. Now we need to grind until we get to 1800 out of 4500, so the next level. Wow, housing has to be very relaxing. Haven't tried it yet. Yes, it's true. Wow, housing is quite relaxing, you're right. It kind of depends what your approach is. for me, I can sometimes lock in quite fiercely, which is still relaxing, but when I'm like zeroing in on the tiniest detail, it suddenly like stops feeling super relaxing. But if you just sit in your house with the in-game music playing, the soundtrack for player housing is very nice and relaxing. So if you're just sitting there and building a new room and it's not super intricate, it definitely can be very relaxing, you're right. We came here at just the right time. Cleared out a path without any risk. But in terms of grinding out the experience, I'm wondering if we might be better off going somewhere else so that we're not stealing quest mobs. A great example of housing not being massively relaxing is the conservatory that we built on stream. Somehow placing over 70 windows in a very specific formation isn't conducive to relaxation. Satisfying once it's done, though. This is going to be a little grindier than the rest of the leveling process so far. We've got nothing but time. What level are we? We're level 7. If you two could add 3 features to housing, what would it be? Alof, your input has been requested.
Huh?
If you could input anything into player housing as a new feature, what would you choose? Bear in mind, Lof hasn't touched player housing. He doesn't care for it. I would say... one of them is a feature that already is going to exist, or that they announced that they're working on, which is the ability to select multiple previously placed items and move them together. Because if you're a builder like me, you often make objects out of things that aren't that object. So I've made, you know, doors and shelves out of tables, and oftentimes those things incorporate multiple different objects. So if you place everything and then realize you need to move it slightly, you have to pick up every single object and shimmy it along. But they said in their little roadmap announcement YouTube video a couple weeks ago that they are looking to implement that at some point. So that would be one. I would also love to see more customizations for the exterior of the house. As it stands right now, we have the kind of human default cottage exterior for the Alliance, as well as a night elf exterior. And then Horde get the kind of orcish hut and the blood elf themed house. I fully appreciate we're still in early access right now, so I'm not saying that it's like a bad choice that we've got. But if I were to add something more, it would be more customization in that regard. Also, I guess the third one is just make the exterior budget limit higher. It is so crazily low compared to the interior. And I imagine there's logic to that, because the exterior is shared data-wise with the rest of the neighborhood. So if every single plot in your neighborhood was filled to the brim with, you know, 3,000 decor budget, and then you try to load into the game, it's probably going to take a crazy amount of time to render everything and like load everything up. But 250 for a decor budget when a wall costs 5 is a little bit low. So I would say grab multiple objects tool, more exteriors, and more exterior budget. What about you guys? What would you like to see from player housing? What would you add if you could? Yeah, Loff and I are kind of at opposite ends of the spectrum with housing, which is completely fine. You like what you like. I was obviously enjoying it from day one, although I didn't actually start building until later because I was a bit overwhelmed by how much you could actually do. So I started my housing career spending a bunch of time collecting decor items and like increasing my house level. And then have gone on, as we've seen on stream, to build and expand a nice like realistic looking cottage. Loft logged on one day, placed a plot next to my house, and then logged off and hasn't touched retail WoW ever since. And only recently has started touching classic WoW. So very different approaches. To be honest, I'm actually in the minority. It appears extremely. Damn it, he got there first. I think I'm the only person in my guild that's working on housing / the neighborhood. So that second endeavor is going to take some doing. But that's alright. One house theme type per race would be cool. Yeah, it would. I think eventually we'll see lots of different types of exterior themes. But in the meantime, if you're careful with your budget / if they give us more on the exterior, there are ways to get creative and bake a different racial aesthetic theme for the outside. Hi MechX, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a nice Wednesday. How far are we? About 500 away from our goal experience. Tired but okay. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm a little bit in the same boat as you. Had another bad night. Well, not as bad, but still not great night. So uh, I'm hydrated and caffeinated and warm and relaxed. So we're just taking it chill today and doing some BC Classic. What have you been up to today, Mikex? Maybe the option to buy certain easy to obtain items from inside the housing catalog itself instead of having to go to the vendor each time. Could be just the ones that cost gold. Yeah, that's fair. It is a little bit frustrating sometimes when you're mid decorating and you run out of pillars or floors or walls or something and you're like, oh, that's our problem. But I need to run out. I need to run back to the middle of the neighborhood to speak to the vendor. Oh, I guess, can I add a fourth one? And I don't know if they're ever going to change this. I think they're quite stalwart on this. I don't love that it's on use decor. I think that's because I've spent so much of my life playing The Sims. But the fact that there are decor pieces that come from end of dungeon bosses, for example, you get one per kill, and once you use it, that's one of them gone. I don't know, it's just, to me, it pushes collecting to an extreme. Because, for example, I had the idea really early on in housing for an idea for a build where we make a vineyard. And there's a vineyard-esque item, which is like a wooden archway with grapevines all over it. Perfect. It comes from the last boss of Priory of the Sacred Flame, which I personally can't solo very quickly. I have to run in there in a follower dungeon and just like hope and pray. Imagine if you were to make a vineyard, you would need to do that dungeon. I guess it depends how big you made the vineyard, but like 20 times? I'm not really prepared to do that. But I don't think it's going to change. I don't know. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on that. Like, for the decor pieces that you can't just go and get from a vendor, although it does include those too, is it frustrating that once you've got an item, you need to get multiple of it to use them? Even if it was something like, say you used an item in one house, you can still use it in the second house. Not like mutually exclusive. Like, oh, you use this chair in your other house, so you can't use it here until you go back to your other house and put it back in your storage. I think if you've got it in your catalog as something that you've discovered, collected, you should just be able to access it. I don't know. One, a portal to a place where you could set your hearthstone, basically like a second hearthstone. Two, maybe a transmog item that you could place like a wardrobe where you could change your transmog sets. That's fun. I like that. Because we have wardrobe items in housing. It would be fun if you could interact with them and act as transmog. That would be cool. I would like that. A nice idea. They will change it to infinite uses for a single deck or item in the future as a big housing update. Yeah, that would be
Have a good one.
ideal. But I don't know. Maybe they were pushing the limits to see, like, go on then, if you really want the grapevine item, let's see how many times you're willing to
Good day
run
to
the
you.
dungeon. I guess I also wouldn't be complaining if it were like a legacy dungeon that I can just blitz through. But it's not, so. Let's vendor. Let's keep the healing potion. These gloves are an upgrade. Gold tooth is vendor trash. It's a duplicate weapon. Those could probably be sold. The small spider leg. I think you can cook with those. Maybe I should keep them. Those are also an upgrade, my bad. And then bag of marbles. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those. Let's see how we go.
See you around.
Oh, did it tell me to buy the weapon again? Wooden mallet. Step skipped. You don't have the required item.
You need something?
So I do have enough silver to buy that, but it would chunk my silver in half for a 2 DPS increase, which in Classic is quite a lot.
Safe travels.
Let's see.
Well met.
Soon we're going to learn Purify. Hammer of Justice. And that's it. So, yeah, okay, fine. Take my money.
I supply only the finest.
You can have it, Del.
Have a good one.
I think that because of how much of a grind it is just to get one of everything, I would agree that you should only need one. Is there a transmog furniture thing? Thought I read something about it the other week. Something from Trial of Style. Oh, potentially. I haven't played Trial of Style in ages.
You need something? See you around.
If there is a transmog item, I don't have it, but I would very much like it. Decrease the armor of your target. Oh, this is where you just get a ton of stuff. Do we want both of these? Decrease target's chance to hit. I mean, we've got inventory space courtesy of Loft, so I guess I'll use it. Grind to level 8. Oh, I'm literally at 100%. The young wolf won't work. It's probably a spider or something around here. I'm assuming one mob away. In fact, what's the next step? 75. We're going to train first aid. Oof. Blah, blah, blah. We're heading towards the Murlocs. So maybe I'll just do that now. Oh, ta-da! We discovered Crystal Lake and leveled up. Train first aid. Buy bags, which we won't be doing. Buy higher level food and water. And train spells. I'm gonna skip. We're gonna... We probably could learn first aid. The bags certainly we don't need. I'm probably not going to worry about the higher level food either. But we will need to train our spells. Right on top of each other. So nice of you. Oh, getting lucky with the kelp fronds. There are so many. A scroll of spirit. Let's use that right now. Loft's yawning his head off over there. Do we know when the Trial of Style is next up in retail? I do quite enjoy Trial of Style. There we go. Oh, we're going to Jasperlode Mine already. That sounds scary. Twentieth of March. Thank you, Mecha. Maybe I should remind myself of that. Because by that point, we're going to be well and truly entrenched in all things midnight. So it'll probably quite easily pass me by. It can be quite a fun stream thing to do, because messing around playing dress up, basically. Mining node. Oh, oops, I only hit the node once. Must remember that's not how it works in Classic. It's gonna hurt a bit more than the rest of what we've done so far. Oh dear. Let's try one of these. Oh, they share a cooldown too. That's even worse. We're both on a 60-second cooldown. Oh. There's a level 35 running through here. Oh, I'm in trouble. Ooh. It dropped aggro. Oh. I'm done. Exit the mine, kite a young forest bear towards Guard Thomas. Try to talk to Guard Thomas before the young forest bear dies so Stormwind Guards get quest credit. Make sure you deal 51% plus damage. What are you talking about? I don't think we're doing that. Oh! Stay alive! Oh! Oh, sorry, mate. I only saved your life. I don't actually need to be here. Sorry. I thought he was gonna run off and not say anything. Oh, mate, I missed another node. Oopsies. Kite a young forest bear towards Guard Thomas. I just don't understand what this is for. Just skip that.
Oh yeah.
There is a mining node here. Are we actually doing spell logging camp stuff yet? Oh, we actually are. That's impressive. I usually don't do Eastfell logging camp until like level 9, 10. Because the Murlocs are kind of dangerous over here.
What can I do for you?
Oh, Billy.
Kill prowlers and young forest bears. Prioritize killing any young forest bears.
Oh.
Okay, so the regular wolves don't count for this. They change that later on. We could kill prowlers or the grey forest wolves. 2 nodes, although this is right in the middle of a prowler camp.
I'm gonna.
I can just grab this one. It's the Draenei that stole my mining node, and I think if I stay here, he's going to do the same thing. Yeah. I don't know in what world he thought he was going to get that node, but I'm going to just mind my business. I think he was trying to mine without aggroing. He's level 13, so he'll be fine. Not like me.
Oh, you've seen it. Sure, that won't be the one. Remember when?
A bear.
Nothing turns out.
Check the half-eaten body.
No, I just.
I feel like we've mined a ton, but we're only mining level 9.
You see that wall? Which you want to know? I might help. This is exciting.
We are accepting a bundle of trouble.
Greetings.
Vendor trash with relic fin.
Down.
We've got a lot of copper though, which is good. 23 copper.
Looking for something specific? Safe travels.
There we go. So we're still hunting prowlers, bears. Now we're looking for bundles of wood. Run on top of Rolf's corpse, then cast Divine Protection and immediately click the corpse. Okay. Wants me to find the corpse without having to deal with all the murlocs. Got it.
They did. They really didn't know how big. They thought they had. Yeah. So the frequency. Good enough.
Getting quite lucky with the bears. This is our 4th one. Oh, and there's a 5th one right there. Oh my goodness. Streamer luck indeed. They know I'm playing. Honestly, they can be hard to find even in retail. There's always a couple over in this corner from my memory. And another bear. Goodness gracious me. I think I have only ever finished the wolves before I've finished the bears.
You sure?
Yeah, this is why I tend to come to this part of Alwyn Forest later, is because some of these mobs are level 10 and I'm level 8. So I'm kind of getting chunked. We're fine, like we're not having a difficult time surviving. The murlocs might be troublesome. But I'm going to try this tip where you're meant to run on top of the quest corpse. And then just immune to get the quest done and then run away. I've got a bad feeling. I don't like doing things like that. You're a paladin, so it's okay for now. I'd like to think that I've got an okay time surviving. Would be even better if I had a shield. Okay, well the corpse is over here. I'm gonna take this one. The only thing is they have Loft called it something funny earlier, I can't remember what he said. So they run away in fear. you can end up pulling more, although that one didn't want to run away. Social aggro. Because there's 3 Murlocs here. Oh. Wish us luck. Oof! Thank goodness for auto hand in. Bye! Bye, have a beautiful time. It worked. There's quite a lot of bundles of wood too.
But it, go for it. Yes.
These 10-minute buffs are so funny. I really struggle to remember to reapply them.
That.
Okay, there's our last bundle of wood. Now we can
Like when you
turn in that quest. Accept red linen goods.
It's
King's honor, friend.
We're back up to 15 silver, so we've made back silver from when we had to buy this weapon. Haven't noticed a huge difference if I'm being honest, but it's probably helping DPS wise now that we're fighting mobs higher level than us.
numbers.
And we're almost level 9. I think we're turning in these and then heading back. I'm guessing the next kind of milestone will be being high enough level to deal with Princess. We're killing Device Bandits until we get the Westful Deed. If we don't get it somewhat quickly, we're skipping it apparently, although I don't super mind.
That shouldn't happen.
Kill Device Bandits, we need them for their bandanas anyway. There's level 9, we've got a practice sword. I don't know how to use two-handed swords right now, but it's a DPS loss anyway. Oh, and we're killing Princess. That makes me nervous. Princess is level 9 and she's got an entourage. Suppose I could use divine protection again after I kill her. Oh, actually, she's only got one ball with her right now. I'm nervous. I'm gonna do her later, I think. It's one bandana.
That shit.
Ooh. Cracked sledge. Also a DPS loss. Damn. Level 7 and level 9. No worries. Let's go. We got the deed. That didn't take super long. Love's mad. We still need 5 bandanas though. And Princess is just taunting me. After all this time and we're still not max level with two-handed mace specialization. We've got a carpenter's mallet, which is one-handed. So I think I could equip this with the shield. Wonder if that would make it easier or harder to do Princess. It's the third bandana. A second withered staff. Should we see how we go? We've got... Can reduce her chance to hit. Judge. Then I'm gonna see if I can heal. And then we judge this one. This was much easier than I was expecting. I underestimated myself. There we go. Got the collar. I'm running out of inventory space. Easy. I don't think there's any vendors around here. I'm gonna have to start destroying some junk. Although, all I've got left are humanoids, so they're hopefully mostly just gonna drop copper. 2 more bandanas. Pulling both of these might suck with my low mana. One of them reduced chance to hit. We've got potion. And I have divine protection if need be. Is she gonna stun me? I hate the stun that the Defiance bandits have. I'm ooh. I think we're okay. Five bandanas. Need to rebuff. It's giving us a reason to grind slightly through level 9. There we go. Perfect. That's our 6th and final bandana. Oh my goodness, Brainy logged on.
What? Aliens?
I love in Questy when you've got a full quest log ready to hand in. That's dopamine right there. Maybe I should vendor while I'm here, whether it tells me to or not.
Yeah.
Turns out the bag of marbles and the glowing wax sticks have been useful, even though I was considering destroying them for inventory spaces.
Do get it.
It's funny when you play Classic, you realize just how much the tiniest thing
Bro.
is like an important upgrade to have.
Good day to you.
There's a tailoring trainer in there, I didn't know that. We're going to Red Ridge. I was assuming to learn a flight path. Yes, correct. Let's just speak to this vendor first. I can sell the sash because I don't need it.
Finest goods.
This is a quest item. Junk, junk, junk. All of this is junk. Maybe I'll keep the boar meat. Ooh, we got upgraded health potions as well. This one is 70 to 90, and this is 140 to 180. That is quite a lot. Like, quite a big difference. We'll keep them both.
I mean, it's like. Puts the salt on it.
Sell that sword. Okay, so our inventory is still quite full, but we do have a lot of quest items that we're going to get rid of eventually. Let's run to Red Ridge. as safely as we can. Ooh, infantry boots. 75 armor. That's huge. A random thing to get from a wolf. The gnolls and the elite area in Redridge. Yeah, scary. We don't have to think about that for quite a while at least. We're taking it easy today. I do like Redridge, despite the danger. Die and respawn at the spirit healer. Is this to like speed up the process? I think I can just run around the corner, unless I'm gonna die anyway. Get the Redridge Mountains flight path. And then we're hearthing to Goldshire. Let me zoom out. You can zoom out nice and far in Classic, which I appreciate quite a lot for safety.
I'm happy you added it.
Redridge was one of the first places we had an extremely close call in hardcore, actually, because of the whelps that there are in this area. These black dragon whelp. One of them like pathed into me while I was already fighting something else and quite low HP. And I was a mage, and we were just having a cast off. Basically, whoever was going to get the cast off first out of the two of us
See you around.
was going to be the one that came out victorious. And luckily, it was me. I think it's a clip on my Twitch channel. Okay, we are safe to hearth home. And we're turning in, collecting kelp.
What can I do for you?
Apparently we're learning first aid, which I think is upstairs. Position.
Hey there.
Kind of just wanted to
Later.
sell my linen cloth because it would make bank, but maybe we'll just accept it on this occasion and use them for bandages. Yeah, their fireballs hurt so much. It was a stressful situation.
Greetings. Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
Except Westbrook Garrison needs help
What can I do for you?
and everything else. Except Elmore's task. And in the escape. Oh, maybe now I should train skills because I didn't do that earlier, did I? We went on side quests.
Light be with you.
Harry, that's nice. Purify. Remove one disease or poison. Hammer of Justice will be very big.
Be careful.
Okay. Purify. I'm gonna put that over here. Hammer of Justice is usually on V for me. Just need a keybind for cleanse, which for me is usually R. Any purify ability I put on R. I can't tell you why, it's just something that I did once and it's stuck.
Yeah, but maybe that's why.
This character's cute. She's a combination of customization choices I wouldn't normally make. And I think it's growing on me. I don't usually use short hair. I won't even say what I was just about to say. I don't typically go blonde. And it's a face I don't use too.
How are you?
Get some more health potions. Okay, now we're back to doing some running backwards and forwards. I'm going to Milestone Field at the other farm. Handing in Princess Must Die. Ooh, and then it's Westbrook Garrison time. Ponytail is the best haircut, red or black. Now, is it the tightly, the tight ponytail where it's like hanging and has physics, or is it the lazy one where it's like slack and sitting on her back? I think I know which one it is, but
Can I help you?
what do we have? Some male bracers, leather boots, or cloth boots. That's an
Have a
easy
good
choice. Perfect. Turn in Westbrook Garrison needs help. I think this is very soon going to get us to level 10. We are 6,258 of 6,500. Tighten up. Yeah, I like that hairstyle too. Just got the little fringe part too.
Well met for the Alliance.
That's level 10. Let's go. Oh, we're actually not picking up Hogger right now. That sounds wise. Okay, so we get talents. Let's see. Holy. Increase your total strength by 2%. Increase your intellect by 2%. Increase the armor bonus of devotion aura. Damaging melee and ranged attacks against you have a 10% chance to increase your chance to block. Increase the attack power bonus of Blessing of Might and reduce the mana cost. Ooh. Do we want to start out more defensive? Devotion aura gives us 55 extra armor. What do we think? I'm probably going to just go Improved Blessing of Might. Or honestly, increased strength is hard to say no to. Just base attack power increase. Hmm. Maybe I should go defensive. Although Belbresh says reduce judgment CD is nice. That's... Is there one for that? I thought it was just the mana cost. I think currently it's the mana cost. Maybe there's a... There we go. You're talking about this one. Oh no. No, you're all good, Belbresh. I would have to put 5 points into Ret to get to the talent that you're talking about, which is this one. I'm taking so long to decide. Because we're dealing with gnolls, I'm probably going to do improved devotion aura. Why not? Okay. The next part is killing Riverpool runts, Riverpool outrunners. Trying to get the gold pickup schedule. That starts the quest, blah blah blah. It's very rare, ignore it if you don't get it. Rough Swift Bite is a rare spawn, has a 100% drop chance. Otherwise, we are killing Riverpool runts and Riverpool outrunners and looting them for armbands. Okay, before we do that, I need to take a quick break. I'll be back soon. I'm back. Also, I just noticed, it looks like my my game is like off-centered in the BRB screen for this version of WoW. What's happening? Oh my goodness. Thank you. People in Classic are so kind. I'll give you this, not that it really does much for you. Do I have anything to give in return? They just gave me a Gypsy Tunic of Power, which is a leather chest piece with 6 attack power on it. It's going to come in extremely handy right now. Wow. Okay, it's null time. They're level 10, so hopefully we're okay. And now we're also getting more benefit from our devotion aura. Ooh, two-handed axe. Surprised I'm not seeing more players here. This usually is quite a hot spot for other players because they're needing other people to help them out if they pick up Pogger. How are you guys feeling about the midnight launch coming soon? I logged on this morning and saw the updated version. I logged in and got the midnight trailer along with the new loading screen. So it's starting to feel like midnight is drawing ever closer. I also randomly found in the barbershop yesterday that trolls have 3 new hair color options. I don't know if that's potentially because of Haranir or something, because they have quite similar hair color options. but made me curious to see if there were any other races that had some new customization option. And I pulled just one. Not going to take a pack of 3. Take the Outrunner though. Just trying to do my hardcore trick of pulling something and then fighting it out of the dangerous spot. Because I was in a position a couple times in hardcore where I had kind of gone too deep. And then mobs had just bulk spawned around me. And I almost died again. Okay, there are other people here. These might be the people that were in a group together earlier in Fargo Deep Mine, but I doubt that they would be the same level as me if they were in a group of 3 all time. No gold pickup schedule yet. But we do have, we've got 1 armband. Okay, make that 2. I need to make sure I'm not accidentally pulling Hogger. That would be rough. Lofted that once or twice, I believe. Runner, Outrunner. There's Hogger. Might actually give him a raid marker in a minute. So that we know to steer clear. Got a hammer, which is also one-hander. Okay, half of the armbands. We'll see how long we stay trying to farm the gold pickup schedule to drop. I don't want to just constantly die to big packs of gnolls. I'll have to pick the outliers off around the edges all the time, I think. That runt might be... No, I'm not risking that. This one will be fine. They haven't been running away in fear either, like the social aggro, which is useful. Same strat I do when I'm there. Better to be safe than sorry. so funny when you think about a comparison to retail right now. If I were on retail, I would have flown into the middle of this whole area and probably pulled everything, and I would have been fine. Although maybe not now with the stat squish, to be fair. I hadn't thought about that. We only need 3 more armbands. And a Fill the area with Starfall and profit. Absolutely. It's basically how I play my main. If I'm doing, I don't know, world quests or something. A little bit cocky sometimes. We have had so much rainfall in the UK so far this year. According to meteorologists, we've had half a year of rainfall already. And it's only mid-February, not April. I don't know if, like, the southeast has had half a year's worth of rainfall, but we have had quite consistent rain for a couple of weeks at least. Never been torrential, it's just kind of a constant, steady stream of rain. Just made me think of it because I just checked my phone and I've got a weather widget on my lock screen and it just says rain now, and the whole thing is just rain for the rest of the day. So I was like, oh, perfect. Good thing I don't intend to go anywhere. Isn't the UK known for shitty weather, tea, and fish and chips? Pretty spot on, yeah. Yeah. I think about other parts of the world and how their seasons look. And I don't know how I would be, because, for example, in California, the weather, I mean, typically at this time of year, like January, February time, it's as if it's summer. It's wild, although they have recently had quite a lot of rain, I think. And they don't have the infrastructure for rain. I mean, arguably, neither does the UK, but I think a half a year's worth of rainfall in a month and a half is quite extreme. They deal with like more flooding of properties and things. Just can't manage more than average rain. But I do think, would it be fierce to walk outside, you know, on a February morning and it just be 24 degrees and sunny, and you can just walk outside in shorts? I don't know. I appreciate that it's what you get used to. But I mean, lots of British people don't mind complaining about the weather every year, so you'd think you'd be used to it, but maybe we're just used to complaining, I don't know. I don't really mind it, personally. I prefer the warmer, drier weather, and I appreciate longer days. But I'm not like my dad, for example, who really struggles this time of year. I think the lack of sunshine and daylight really negatively impacts him. He hasn't been diagnosed with like seasonal affective disorder or anything, which is the like branch of depression that is triggered by not enough sunlight. Typically, you know, I don't just walk around complaining about the weather, but summertime is nice. To be fair, Germany has shitty weather as well now. Tea is nice and fish and chips sound good. Yeah, there's positives, you know. I would say that British people are very good at, you know, curating cozy food and beverages to consume during the bad weather times of year. Ooh. A short bastard sword of the boar. What did you just call me? This has 2 strength and 2 spirit, so we're gonna keep this. And I'm gonna have to learn swords soon. Yeah, British people love a good pie, love a good stew, love a good roast. All very nice comfort foods to eat in the colder periods. Even got a bracer upgrade too now. Yeah, I see what they mean about the drop rate for this schedule. Our standard weather now is like 5 to 15 degrees and rain. That's pretty similar to the UK, I would say. Does the widget tell me what degrees it is now? It doesn't even show me the temperature. It just says rain. Great. Probably like 8 degrees. Okay, it's 9. Fair enough. We haven't dealt too much with cold. We had a cold snap over like December where we were going into the minus numbers, but to be honest, once you're through to February, March, it's not so much cold, it is just kind of rain. It is what it is. Is there anything that you guys do over in Germany during this time of year to try and make it less gloomy, or do you just embrace it? We maybe try and take these two. Double outrunner. Let's see. Guess I could stun one of them actually, wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, easy. Embrace it, I would say. Fair enough. Are there traditional food or drinks that are around this time of year? I guess not even necessarily traditional. Sometimes it's something that you create yourself, like your own little tradition. Maybe Germans just, as a people, get on with it, so to speak. I think part of the reason why I try to embrace all seasons and all times of year is because I don't know if I would like to have permanent summer. I think part of the enjoyment of summer is that it is fleeting. And, you know, the longer days, you feel them getting longer. Then eventually you do start to feel them get shorter again. And I don't know, I guess there's things to be gleaned from the colder, darker times of year for me, rather than just saying, I hate it. Colder weather means a different wardrobe, filling out the knitwear, the cozy clothes, maybe trying to stay home more, staying warm, staying inside, curling up with a book or a cozy game, making nice, hearty, comforting food. Kind of helps that my birthday's in November, and then we've got obviously Christmas in December. November's arguably kind of more autumn than winter, but by that point in the UK it's already quite dark and gloomy and cold in November, so a lot of soup, I guess, keeps you warm. Soups and stews, yeah. That's nice. I prefer cold weather over heat. When it's cold, you can dress warmer, but when it's hot, you can only go down to the skin and melt away. This is also very true. There's more you can do typically to warm yourself up as opposed to cool yourself down. It's a good point. The UK struggles quite a lot in the summertime because our properties are typically built to insulate heat. So once we get to the hot time of year, the hot is trapped inside. Inside our insulated walls and insulated roofs. That's tough. Okay, still no pickup schedule. Do we just give up for now? I've only got 2 inventory spaces. Maybe we should make our way out. Kill any gnolls on the way. Maybe this one last gnoll will have what we need. I'm a gamer, so staying home isn't an issue. Yeah, I relate actually. Oh, he didn't have the pickup schedule. It's fine. Just gonna double check that I don't have it. Schedule.
Greetings.
Okay, we could get a shield, which is a pretty big upgrade from the one in my inventory. So let's swap those out in case we do end up going with a one-hander. Talk to Farmer Fulbro and Verna Ful. I can't say that name. Fulbro. Do not accept the other quests. We're turning in the deed and accepting Westfall Street. Are we just going to Westfall right now? We're going to Stormwind. Okay.
How are you? Safe travels.
Accept Westfall Stew, which is
You need something? See you later.
from
Hello.
Verna.
Have a good one.
We gotta be careful here. Probably play one-handed with a shield a bit now to level up your weapon skill a bit. That's a good idea. We can do probably the Militia Warhammer and this. Just need to try not to vendor something accidentally. Probably ought to make sure I've got the weapon skill leveled before we actually get super invested in Westfall, because Westfall feels like a difficulty spike. Maybe not spike, but I can feel a difference.
Need help? Farewell. Be careful.
And I don't want to be missing... Oh, wait. This person is
Need help?
a vendor. Don't want to be missing all of my hits on personals and stuff. I'm going to keep this. There's someone here clucking at the chicken non-stop. I think that's okay. That's not irritating at all. Let's leave, because she's just
Careful.
clucking in my ear. Die and respawn at a spirit healer. No, I'm good, thanks. Oh! Okay, I vended... What the fuck? I was wearing a one-handed mace, and then somehow I vended it. Even though I was wearing it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That was weird. I have two-handed maces now. No, the militia warhammer... I'm confused. I think I vended a one-hander. I should be able to get it back. Okay, we hand in report to Brian.
King's honor, friend.
And then there's a quartermaster in here.
How are you?
Oh,
Good day to you.
buy back. Oh, it was one of these I was meant to use. I think I accidentally equipped another two-hander, thinking it was a one-hander. So instead, let's sell this, because this is a downgrade two-hander. This is the one-hander.
Have a good one.
Right? Did I do that right?
Need something?
I don't think there was a different mace. This is the same one.
See you around.
Oh dear. I need to pay attention. I'm hungry. Talk to the innkeeper. I don't think we need to buy food. Turn in a swift message and then continue to Stormwind.
Hello. Have a good one. Hey there.
Fly to Stormwind. It automates flight paths for you too. That's not jarring at all. When we get to Stormwind, it might be wise to see if we can afford to train two-handed swords, because this will be a really nice upgrade. It's a... well, let's see. It's a 3.3 DPS increase from the other two-hander, and it's got secondaries. I like that. Having just said that we would level one-handers. Morgan Pestle, Time in Shipment. Choose the explosive rockets as the reward. It deals decent damage and it's used for split pulling, which is incredibly useful. Never been very good at split pulling. Training is 10 silver for 1 skill, I think. Nice. Plus we can go to the auction house and finally clear our bags a little bit. We could put Tiger's Eye up. We can put light leather. I should probably make bandages out of my linen cloth. Probably vendor 1 stack of potions because I'm getting quite a few now. Right here.
You need something?
Yeah, okay, go on then. I usually take the elixir. Oh, it even tells us to go and train two-handed swords. There you go.
Greetings.
I'd like to train in two-handed swords. And I guess...
Go with honor, friend. What can I do
I don't have a one-handed sword right now, so I'm actually going to save my 9 silver.
for the Alliance?
But this is huge. And I guess I vendor this mace. I'm going to have to train for a bit so that I can actually hit things with my sword, but that's nice. Then let's see to... Oh my god, the auction house. What can we put up? Light leather, 46 copper, vendors for 15, so yeah, it's extremely laggy. Wonder if regular auctioning would be better. Two-handed skill chain takes ages. We've got time. Maybe I'll have to do my posting later. Okay, well, tell you what. Let's not worry about auctioning right now. I'm gonna go to a cooking trainer, I think. Train first aid. I have first aid like learned. I just need to actually make some bandages to get my skill up. That is the plan. I needed to come this way anyway for my quest.
What can I do for you? See you later.
Oh, level 11. Do we want more devotion aura? Probably. Oh gosh, 16%. That's kind of nice. Fast find materials. I've been you. Yeah, it's easy to forget some of the kind of secondary professions, isn't it? Should be a cooking trainer down here.
You need something?
Train me in cooking. You can learn spice bread, which is, I think, the main way that you level cooking up first. What am I doing? Skills. Am I stupid? General, there we go. First aid. Let's do this actually. Basic campfire. We've got first aid, we've got blacksmithing and smelting. Can I make anything? I can make 2 charred wolf meat and 11 roasted boar meat. May as well. That cooking sound effect is really satisfying to me. It's almost ASMR actually.
Looking for something specific?
I'm just going to vendor the food that I made because I've got food in my inventory already.
See you around.
Can I help you?
Spicy wolf meat. When do you learn spider? Maybe that's not a thing. I kept these small spider legs thinking I could cook with them, but I think there's a recipe you need. Maybe it comes from, I want to say like Duskwood questing or something. Okay, that's cooking done.
Safe travels.
And then we can just probably take all of our cloth. Just make some bandages. Although, I think they go in stacks of 5, don't they? Honestly, I might make... I'll make them all. It's fine. I'll make them all. I was going to say, I'll make, you know, like 2 stacks. And then sell the cloth. But I think I might try selling the bandages. I have a feeling they won't sell. Linen cloth will sell much faster and probably at a better rate than the bandages, because obviously cloth could be used by tailors as well as first aiders. There might even be some application for cloth in leatherworking for some specific recipes. But I'll just make them all for skill. And actually, it's a higher stack number than I thought. I think this is going to go up to 20. So I think my excess, I'll try posting to the auction house. I'll put my auctioning stuff here. And I've got like smelting, blacksmithing stuff left. Plus my one-hander and my shield. It's as organized as my inventory is going to get for now, I think. Bruh. Perfect. That's level 39 first aid. That sounds pretty good. Might even be able to learn something new. And then we're not too far from the mining and blacksmithing trainer. Heavy bandages are 40 or 60. I don't quite remember. 40 maybe sounds more correct. How much do these bandages do? 66 over 6 seconds. It's probably about the same as a minor healing potion, but you obviously have to channel it. And I believe taking damage cancels the channel. So you kind of have to do it when you're more at a safe distance. Smelting. It's always fun after you've had like a play session in Classic. You come back from questing and you've got a full inventory of crafting stuff and you just sit down for 15 minutes and just get everything done. Sounds like putting a steak in the pan, the little sizzling. It sounds actually very similar to the cooking sound effect. I think it is different. Yeah, it is. I never noticed that. I mean, it is hot. There we go. Can we make anything with our copper bars? We can make lots of rough... Oh, the sharpening stones. Those are useful now, although I won't put one on right this minute. We could make ourselves some copper chain pants, which would be a big upgrade. And that's it. We can treat ourselves to... I need a blacksmithing hammer.
What can I
Hello.
get for you today?
Let's just put those there.
Be good.
A pair of copper chain pants, which will probably replace pretty imminently, but as a skill upgrade. 66 armor. I'll take it. What else can we make? Probably just a bunch of rough sharpening stones will get a good amount of skill. No other use for rough stones, I don't think. What's this one? Yeah, see, you need linen cloth to make a rough weight stone. That's so weird. It's turned yellow, but we'll finish making them regardless. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Belbarash. We can actually use the sharpening stones now. I'm only going to keep one stack again, because even though Loth gave us a ton of bags at the start of the stream, it was still getting a little bit cozy in there.
How are you?
Can you teach me anything new? Ooh. Can actually make some weapons. Pretty nice.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Any of those that are craftable? Chain boots, that's a downgrade. Chain pants we just made. And then we don't have the stuff to make a mace or an axe, but I don't think we need them anyway. I guess I can just make the... What should we do? 5 guaranteed points from pants or 11 potential levels from braces. Let's see what this is. If we get a level or not. I did get a level. Maybe I should do this until it's green. I'm probably just vendoring those braces. I don't know if putting them on the auction house is worthwhile because they're just white. They don't have any stats on them. Okay, I didn't get a skill. I'll just commit. I'll let her do her thing. Loft could give you bigger bags now. This is true. He's putting in the work. He's got a bank ult and everything. He's churning gold. He's not just here to feed me
Great to meet ya.
bonuses like that. Definitely don't need any of these. I'm just gonna sell them. Sell the trousers we replaced. Sell... Wonder if sharpening stones are useful on the auction house. I'll just sell them. Okay. So we've got bandages. We've got sharpening stones. We've smelted all of our copper. And then we've got these 3 things that I can try and put on the auction house at some point.
Keep your feet on the ground.
That's pretty good going. We managed to get to level 11 today, which is honestly further than I was expecting. I'm going to wrap up stream here for today. Let me get my lovely lo-fi music back up and running now that we've got no game sound. Thank you guys, as always, for joining me today. It's been a pleasure to have you. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate that Classic is a very different kind of feel to WoW. Like, it's much slower, much more relaxed. But I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was exactly what I needed. So thank you for joining me. I am back on Friday this week at 4 p.m. GMT. I've got a fun little pre-Valentine's idea for what we can do on the stream, but I think I'm going to keep that under wraps for now. I hope to catch you guys then, but for now, I wish you a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!